Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field here in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, where today we bring you more American Legion baseball here on The Score. It is day 3 of the Oregon AAA State Tournament, and it is an elimination game coming up. Your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will face the Sherwood Lobos, with the winner moving on. The loser will pack it up and turn in their uniforms after today. Docs are hoping that they will continue on after a tough loss last night as they fell 3-2 against the Eugene Challengers for their first loss in the postseason. Eugene moving on to take on Medford coming up in our next game at 7 o'clock tonight. The Challengers getting that win, holding the Docs off the board in the bottom of the 7th as the home team. The Docs had the last at-bats, had the game-tying run at second, had the go-ahead run at first, but they were unable to cash them in with the clutch hit they needed. Now the Docs will try to turn it around as they take on a Sherwood team who avoided elimination yesterday with a 5-3 win against the Beaverton Sockeyes, knocking Beaverton out of the postseason. Two teams desperate to make it to a Tuesday here in Roseburg at Champion Car Wash Field, and we've got the action for you coming up here on The Score. Welcome in, everybody. I am Joey Keyran. This is your SoCo Coffee Company pregame show, conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily. Organic smoothies are one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. You can find them there. A great place to stop for something quick to eat if you are looking to do so. We get the broadcast started with the SoCo Coffee Company, and you can get your day started with SoCo Coffee. As we get ready to go here in the pregame show, we'll get a quick word in with head coach Jeremiah Robbins as he leads his team out there on the field in an elimination game. Their backs are against the wall. How do the Docs respond? We will find out today. We'll also get a chance to take a look at your starting lineups and your defensive starters as we get ready for first pitch in today's elimination ball game. It's the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. It's streaming live online at 541radio.com. For those fans that maybe are listening to today's broadcast, you can also watch it streaming online. Head to 541radio.com or find our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score on YouTube, to follow Docs baseball throughout the summer. Streaming of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. We appreciate their sponsorship of Docs baseball streaming online throughout this 2021 season. We'll come back with a word with head coach Jeremiah Robbins as we get ready to go for this matchup between the Docs and the Lobos. It's coming up after a 2-minute break on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Parker for Bricky.
Back here with more of our pregame show, your SoCo Coffee Company pregame show, conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily, organic smoothies, or one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. Doc's getting ready for a big game here today as they get ready to take on the Sherwood Lobos here at Champion Car Wash Field. It is day 3 of the American Legion AAA State Tournament. Joining me in the pregame show is Coach Jeremiah Robbins. Coach, boy, up in the stands where the pressure's not on us, it was a fantastic ball game last night down here on the field. I know you leave thinking that was definitely a game you guys could have had, but a great played game there between Roseburg and Eugene last night, and that's what the state tournament seems to be all about, is some really great baseball we've been seeing.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, disappointing loss, but I thought there's a lot of good things we did. My gosh, Everlam, his pitching effort, the defense behind him, Klopp, and all the guys. I mean, we did everything we needed to win that game except compete in the batter's box. And, when that doesn't happen, obviously it's a disappointment. We had so many opportunities to score runs, but it is what it is. That's the beauty of a state tournament. And, we put ourselves in a tough situation, and now our backs are against the wall. So we'll see how we respond. You look at that game and so many missed opportunities offensively, but still with how we competed on defense, which has been a little bit of our nemesis this year, defensively, to come out of that, there's a lot of good things to build off of for today. So we'll focus on those things.
You do mention the part at the plate there, and we saw some walks early on from their pitcher, and it kind of just felt like to me the guys were going up there looking for the walk rather than trying to get themselves on base. Is that something you maybe saw a little bit about the approach there?
Well, I think with when a pitcher's so erratic like that, it kind of gets you on your heels as a hitter, and we just stayed on our heels the whole game, even after he started finding the strike zone, and that's not conducive to scoring runs, and we just kind of got to a passive approach, and it didn't work, but some guys did some good things to get on base. I think we had runners in scoring position numerous times and just couldn't get the knock. And I think our guys put a little too much undue pressure on themselves, and were trying to do things that they weren't capable of doing. So it is what it is. He was a good arm. He was competitive. There's a reason why he's going on and playing college baseball at Chemeketa, and we just didn't have the answer. So that's all that was offensively.
Well, hey, you get another chance here today, and what did you see from the guys here today? You've got this middle game in the schedule with one more coming up tonight and one more already in the books. You guys have had some time at the ballpark to get maybe flush that game and get ready for the next one. What have you been seeing out of the team?
Well, I hope that has happened. They're conversing with each other, and we had a nice talk in the hitting facility before the game today. And it's backs against the wall. How long do you guys want to keep playing? If they want to make the right decision, come out here and compete, it gives itself an opportunity. So, I don't like being in the loser's bracket, but we're not eliminated yet, so that's nice. We got 7 innings to compete out here and try to find a way to live another day. Like Steve Lander would always say, we're in the blood round now once you get down that loser's bracket, so we got to find a way to get out of it and just get back to Doc Stewart baseball like we've done throughout our season. Yeah, it hasn't been consistent, but when it is good, it's really stinking good. So we got to find that and just live for today, and we'll figure out where tomorrow comes.
Today, your opponent, you're taking on Sherwood, a team that we hadn't seen during the regular season, so I'm not sure how much you knew about them coming into the tournament, but you've gotten a chance to see a few of their games get played here at Champion Car Wash Field. What do you think of today's opponent?
Very scrappy. You better be ready to play or they're going to embarrass you. They're scrappy. They're going to run the bases. They're going to come right at you. Obviously, being the host team, even the bullseye even gets bigger on our back. So they have nothing to lose. Our guys, honestly, we have nothing to lose either. We got to go out and just compete, play the game of baseball. It's not so much about the Lobos. They're here for a reason. They've been winning games out of the losers bracket to get here, so they're good. End of story. We got to go play baseball the right way.
Well, you guys get to do it here. You get to be the host team again for a third time here at home. The coin apparently is favoring you throughout this tournament so far. That is Coach Jeremiah Robbins there. We'll cut it off early. Let's go ahead and take a 60-second break. A 60-second break. We'll come back with the top of the first. This is Doc's Baseball on The Score.
Starting defensively.
Well, we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg as we get ready for an elimination game between the Docks and the Sherwood Lobos. The Lobos led by head coach Nate Hickok. They are 16-8 on the season, coming off of a 5-3 win over Beaverton. Nate Hickok will put a lineup together with Tyler Christensen leading things off, the center fielder, followed by Caden Davis, the first baseman. Bowen Stinson, the catcher, will bat third. Chase Heiberger in left field batting cleanup. Brennan Weig in right field bats fifth. Eli Holbert, the DH, will bat in the sixth spot. Spencer Barnard at third base batting seventh. Joshua Woods, the second baseman, hitting eighth. And rounding out the starting nine is shortstop Jack Fulweiler. And that is a look at your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineups for tonight's matchup. As we get ready to go, the first pitch in from Dominic Titone misses high and away for ball one against Tyler Christensen. The 1-0 pitch missing again. 2 balls, no strikes for Dominic Titone, the starting pitcher for the Docks here today. The lefty on the mound. Miss high and away for ball 3. Titone comes in, making his 8th start. He's got a 3-4 record, 3.56 ERA. 24 strikeouts, 18 walks. As his 3-0 pitch is in for a strike one call against Tyler Christensen. 35 and a third innings work this season for Titone. As his 3-1 pitch misses high for ball 4. And he will issue a leadoff walk to Tyler Christensen as we get this ball game underway. Starting lineups again brought to you by the Umpqua Golf Club. You can get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership to the Umpqua Golf Club. Play Oak Hill, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. Find out more at umpqua.golf. One man on with nobody out. First pitch swinging for Caden Davis. Ripped out to left field on the run. A stumbling attempt. And Sebastian Watson, can't come up with it. He'll throw in. It will be behind the runner who comes off the bag at third. Christensen scrambling back to the bag will get on safely. Out in left field, Watson running underneath that one. Got handcuffed a bit. Looked like maybe overran it some. But it was right at him, kind of handcuffed him, and he can't haul it in. Goes tumbling to the ground. Got him quickly and fired it back in. Runners at second and third, though, for the Lobos as they get things started here in the top of the first against the Docks. The defense will play in. And the first pitch from Titone to Bowen Stinson. The catcher is high for ball 1. Dominic Titone, the lefty on the mound from Roseburg High School, will be a senior coming up this next school year. His 1-0 pitch fouled away for strike 1. Looking around the rest of the diamond as we get you your defensive starters here in the top of the first inning. Behind the plate, Spencer Six, the battery mate for Titone. At first base, Jay Stoffel, Cade Johnson at second. Dawson Gillespie at third, Austin Takahashi at short. It's the 1-1 pitch, fouled away for strike 2. In the outfield from left to right for Roseburg, Sebastian Watson, Jet Black, and Logan Klopfenstein. Your starting defenders today for the Docks. Your defensive starters always brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking to build your best defense against those summer bugs, give them a call at 673-0363. A 1-2 pitch. Line drive shot goes off the glove for Cade Johnson at second base into right field. A base hit for Bowen Stinson will drive in the first run of the ball game. So runners now on the corners, a 1-0 lead for the Lobos. Line drive shot with the defense playing in. Johnson leaping to try and make that play, but he couldn't haul it in off the end of his glove there. If he's playing back at his normal second base position, you like to think he probably has a real solid chance of making that catch, but it goes off the glove into right field to Logan Klopfenstein. 1 run in on the base hit by Bowen Stinson. Up to third went Caden Davis. Still nobody out here in the first inning for the Docks defensively. Chase Heiberger, the left fielder, will bat. The first pitch is in the air. Center field going back, Jet Black. This could have a chance to drive in a run. Jet will throw in. That ball cut off. The throw goes to the plate but will not be in time. And it's a sac fly for Chase Heiberger. 1 down for the Docks. And the Lobos now with 2 runs in.
Now batting number 14, Brennan
Caden
White.
Davis will score. Already in, Tyler Christensen after he led off the inning with a walk. 1 out with a man on at first. Brennan Weig will bat. Lefty versus lefty matchup. First pitch swinging. Popped it up in on the handle. That ball, no man's land down the third base line. Sebastian Watson will get it. And just a lucky shot there for Brennan Weig. Got jammed off the handle. Forces that one out towards left field, and the wind taking that ball towards the foul line. Austin Takahashi gave chase, laid out for it, couldn't get there. Watson in left field couldn't get there. And the third baseman, Dawson Gillespie, had a terrible angle at it, could not really get underneath that ball. Puts runners at first and second, still just 1 away. Eli Holbert, the DH, will bat. He is the 6th hitter in the lineup. Bats for the starting pitcher, Austin Wolf. First pitch, strike 1. Oh, 1 count here for Holbert, a right-handed batter. Tatone's 0-1 pitch. He is high and away. Spencer up out of the crouch. Crowd continues to trickle in here as we are just underway at the top of the hour, starting a couple minutes early. A 1-1 pitch, bounces, runner going to third, throw off the line, runner will go to second, throw not in time. 2 balls and a strike now against the hitter Eli Holbert, with runners at second and third for the Lobos as they go aggressive on the base path, something that Coach Jeremiah Robbins told us about in the pregame show. Double steal. Weig at second, Stinson at third. At the plate, Eli Holbert, a 2-1 pitch. Does not chase down low, 3-1 count. Warm one again here today in Roseburg. Been a breezy day, although down on the field it just seems to be blowing around the same hot air, not really cooling anything off. As a 3-1 pitch from Tatone. Ground ball, comebacker. They got the runner off at third, but throw to first. Get the out. Now you got the runner out at second base. Takahashi not paying attention, and his tag will not be in time. Austin Takahashi out at second base. The shortstop was standing near the bag but wasn't looking for the ball to come his direction. Out at second base, Brennan Weig was well off the bag. They could have gotten him, but don't get it there in time. Nice defense on the mound by Tatone to get the second out as Hobart will ground out. First pitch, strike 1 against Spencer Barnard. 2-0 lead right now for the Lobos. Barnard, the third baseman, batting with runners at second and third. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 93 degrees here in the Umpqua Basin today as we get this ball game started. The 0-2 pitch coming up for Tatone. Strike 3? No. Thought the umpire was getting ready to call it. Instead he was coming up to check with the umpire in the field to see if the hitter went around. I didn't really think he had gone around that far. I thought he was going to call strike 3. Instead, it'll be a 1-2 count. Barnard back in. The pitch is low and inside. 2-2 count. At third base is Bowen Stinson. At second base, Brennan Weig. Lobos in this elimination game taking the early lead. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Takahashi throws to first off the bag. Jay Stoffel will apply the tag. That'll finish things off here in the first inning for the Lobos. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Doc's error and 2 men left on base. We will head to the bottom of the first. Doc's coming up to bat, trailing 2-0 here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the first inning, Docs trail 2-0. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, the designated home team here today. Head coach Jeremiah Robbins will lead out with Austin Takahashi, the shortstop, followed by Dawson Gillespie, the third baseman. Spencer Six at catcher will bat third, followed by the center fielder Jet Black. At first base is Jay Stoffel, the 5-hitter. Austin Anderson, the DH, will bat sixth, followed by Sebastian Watson, the left fielder, hitting in the 7th spot. Batting 8th and playing second base is Cade Johnson. And in right field is Logan Klopfenstein. To round out the starting 9, the DH being utilized for starting pitcher Dominic Tatone. That is your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineup. Sign up for the Triple Play membership to play Oak Hills, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. Find more at umpqua.golf. First pitch misses to Austin Takahashi out of the hand of Austin Wolf, a lefty, who will miss low again for a 2-0 count. We got lefty versus lefty matchup at the plate and in today's ball game with Dominic Tatone, a left-handed pitcher, and Austin Wolf, another lefty, both squaring off, trying to lead their team to a game coming up tomorrow as they strike in against Austin Takahashi. Takahashi comes in batting .336 on the year. His 2-1 pitch slaps it foul down the left field side for strike 2. 2-2 count here to the leadoff man in the bottom of the first. Docs trail 2-0. Takahashi yesterday 2 walks but no hits. His 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Up with it. Bowen Stinson will fire down to first base to record the out. One down on the strikeout for Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie will bat.
The next batter, number 10, Dawson Gillespie.
We'll run through the defensive starters for the Lobos here in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 2-0 against the Docs. First pitch to Dawson Gillespie, pulls out towards left field on the run. That ball out of the reach of Chase Heiberger. Gillespie rounding, heading into second base. He will put on the brakes there. It's a 1-out double for the Docs and finally getting some offense going here at home. Docs have struggled with their offense in the last couple of games. Still were in it last night, but couldn't come up with the clutch hit they needed. Dawson Gillespie will come up with a big 1-out double. It's Gillespie batting .300 even on the year, picks up his 11th double of the season. A man on in scoring position with 1 out. It's Spencer Six will bat. He takes ball 1. Around the diamond for the Lobos, behind the plate, Bowen Stinson at first base, Caden Davis, Joshua Woods at second, Spencer Barnard at third, and at short, Jack Fulweiler. The 1-0 pitch to Spencer pops up. Could be playable in foul territory. Barnard chasing up against the fence, and he did not see it coming, as he ended up bouncing off that fence. It did give way, so cushioned the blow a little bit. He actually got stuck at the bottom of the fence with, I think, the laces on his cleat, but the ball carries out of play. Just strike 1 for Spencer Six. A little bit contact there for Barnard at third, but he does not seem to be worse for wear. In the outfield from left to right for the Lobos, Chase Heiberger, Tyler Christensen, and Brennan Weig. A 1-1 count here for Spencer, the lefty. He'll take outside for ball 2. Spencer Six, batting .338 here this season. Bats with a man in scoring position. He's got 20 RBI on the year. Spencer yesterday 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. The 2-1 pitch is going to have to wait. Spencer calls time. Again, your defensive starters always brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. The 2-1 bounces in right near the shoe tops there for Spencer, and he's got himself a 3-1 count as we bring you Doc Stewart's baseball this afternoon here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Also streaming online at 541radio.com where you can watch the game. Ball 4 taken for Spencer. He'll head on down to first as Austin Wolf will give away the free pass.
The next batter, center fielder, number 18, Jack.
Runners at first and second. With 1 out, 2 runners on. Game-tying run on at first here early as we are in the bottom of the first inning. Jet Black will bat 1 for 4 yesterday with a single and 2 strikeouts. He takes the first pitch from the lefty at the knees for strike 1. Jet Black batting .293 this season. Leads the team with 43 RBI. Pulls one, third base side foul. Just past the bag in foul territory. Strike 2 against him. Docs baseball today, our pregame show. We had to make our way through it quickly there as they start a couple minutes early. Pregame show was brought to you by SoCo Coffee Company. Conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. The 0-2 pitch, fouled back. Jet will stay alive at the dish. The Sherwood team going 16-8 on the year. Only 25 games so far. This is their 25th game of the year. Meanwhile, the Doc Stewarts have played this their 46th contest of the season. The 0-2 pitch bounces in and hits Jet. He'll head on down to first. That one bouncing well out in front of the batter's box and then bouncing up and hitting Jet about halfway up the back of the thigh there. He heads on down to first base.
First baseman, number 9.
Got the bases loaded now for the Docs. Just 1 out. And for Jay Stoffel, a chance to maybe drive in at least 1 run for the Docs here in the bottom of the first. They have 1 out against them. Bases loaded. After a visit out to the mound, back behind the plate for Bowen Stinson. First pitch here for the lefty Wolf. Misses low for ball 1 to Jay Stoffel. Docs want to be patient at the plate, but don't want to get complacent at the plate, as they seem to have gotten a bit yesterday. The 1-0 pitch to Jace is high and away for a 2-0 count. Strike across for a 2-1 count now for Stoffel. Jace batting this year, .337, 23 RBI. He's got a real big chance here. Docs with the bases loaded, just 1 out. Inside for a 3-1 count yesterday. Jay Stoffel in the first inning was batting with the bases loaded, drew a bases loaded walk to get the Docs their first run. He ended up finishing the day 1 for 1 with 3 walks and a single. Stands in with a 3-1 pitch. He'll foul it away for strike 2. So battle going on here between Austin Wolf and Jay Stoffel. Wolf fighting his way back in. A 3-2 pitch. High for ball 4. Docs will get on the board with their first run of the day. The bases loaded walk issued to Jay Stoffel. That pitch did not miss by a whole lot for Austin Wolf, that is. Just enough as that pitch carried in a bit high from the lefty. Stoffel down to first, Jet Black to second. Spencer Six goes to third. Scoring was Dawson Gillespie, who got on with a 1-out double here in the first inning. Docs trail 2-1 against the Sherwood Lobos. First pitch now to Austin Anderson, high and away for ball 1. First hit of the game goes to Dawson Gillespie with that double that gets him eventually to come in and score. First hit of every Docs game this season for the Docs is brought to you by MSK True Value. They're making sure that your next project is a hit. That's MSK True Value and Building Supply located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. A visit out to the mound here for pitching, the pitching coach or head coach there for the Lobos. Not really sure. Only know Coach Nate Hitchcock is the lead man. He's out there talking with Austin Wolf and Bowen Stinson. Fun fact about Bowen Stinson I found out before the game. His grandfather, here in attendance today, tells me he is the first ever catcher in the Seattle Mariners franchise history. Bob Scrap Iron Stinson. Played 12 years in Major League Baseball. He ended up playing 4 years in Seattle. Their first year back in 1977. Kind of cool to meet that and meet him. Somebody who's got a place in history. As the ball fouled away by Austin Anderson for strike one. Pretty stinking cool there. 1-1 pitch for the lefty Austin Wolf against Austin Anderson, the DH, batting for Dominic Titone. He takes high for a 2-1 count. Austin, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this will be his... No, actually, it is not his first at-bat of the postseason. He did DH in Game 1 for the Docs, which they won 7-2. Anderson pops one high in the air out to right field. Could be a chance to drive in a run. Shallow right field, fighting the sun. The catch made by Weig. He'll throw to the plate. Back to third base goes Spencer Six. Throw goes that way, and he gets in underneath any tag. Anderson's fly ball to right field, not deep enough for a sac fly. The bases stay loaded, now 2 away. Docs trail 2-1 against Sherwood.
Watson.
Sebastian Watson will bat, the left fielder. Takes strike one on the first pitch. The 0-1 count to Watson. He takes strike two, and Austin Wolf, one strike away from getting out of this first inning, with only giving up the 1 run and leaving the bases loaded. Watson will try to make sure that doesn't happen here on the 0-2 pitch coming up. He takes high for ball one. Sebastian Watson heating up as this season went along, batting .301. Takes a breaking ball high for a 2-2 count. And the Sherwood fans were looking for strike three on that pitch. Behind the plate, Stinson doing a nice job of pulling that ball down, making it look like it was a little bit closer to the strike zone. 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, and the count goes full. Big pitch coming up here for Sebastian Watson and for Austin Wolf. Watson at the plate, the left fielder, trying to drive in a run. A walk would do so. Austin Wolf on the mound trying to get out of it. 3-2 pitch, ball four, and there's another run in for the Docs. There is activity in the bullpen for the Lobos. Coming in to score is Spencer Six on the bases loaded walk. Jet Black will take to third. Jay Stoffel to second.
Second baseman, Cade Johnson.
And that'll be an RBI walk for Sebastian Watson to tie this one up. 2-2 ball game. Cade Johnson now will bat. First pitch, he takes high for ball one. Not look like they're really warming up all that hard down there in the bullpen. Ryan Boggs throwing. As the 1-0 pitch is high for a 2-0 count. The guy that he's playing catch with down there, not even down in a catcher's position, just kind of soft tossing down there. The 2-0 pitch inside for Johnson, 3-0 count. And the Docs on the verge of possibly taking the lead if this one misses the strike zone on the 3-0 pitch to Cade Johnson. A 2-2 ball game so far. The 3-0 pitch is high for ball four, and the Docs will pull ahead, and they are going to go to the bullpen. Starting pitcher Austin Wolf will not make it out of the first inning. Another bases loaded walk for the Docs. They now lead 3-2. Dominic Titone with a little bit of help here from his batters who were patient at the plate and not reaching at pitches from Austin Wolf, who will walk in a few runs. Docs lead 3-2. We get a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. We'll get you the details on the new man on the mound when we come back. It's the bottom of the first. Docs lead 3-2. A pitching change here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We get our first trip to the bullpen as the Sherwood Lobos will go to Ryan Boggs on the mound. He comes in for Austin Wolf, who goes 2/3 of an inning. Just one hit allowed. Right now credited with 3 runs, although 3 runners on base are his. 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter in there for Austin Wolf, the starter for Sherwood, who will exit the game, hoping that his team will fight their way back into this one, take them off the hook for the loss, and keep them with a chance to try and come back and win here today and keep their season alive. Docs lead 3-2 as we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. This call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. Your local leaders for any project, big or small. They've got 44 years of quality, affordable work. You can give them a call or you can visit their website, webuildhouses.com. Docs in the postseason. They got a 7-2 win over the Springfield Timbers in their first game. Tried to track it down, and I probably have it in a file on a piece of paper written down somewhere back at the office. But as far as I can tell, the win on Saturday against Springfield was the first win in the postseason in the state tournament for the Docs since 2011. So first pitch swinging for Logan Klopfenstein against the new man on the mound. He grounds it to short, and Jack Fulweiler will toss out Logan Klopfenstein for the final out. Docs send 9 hitters to the plate. They will take the lead. 3 runs come in on 1 hit. There were no errors and 3 men left on base for the Docs. They're in front by 1 over Sherwood as we go to the top of the 2nd inning. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Top of the 2nd inning, a lefty versus lefty matchup is Dominic Titone now with a 1-run lead. Will face Joshua Woods, the second baseman. Slaps one foul out of play for strike 2 as we welcome you back here for the top of the 2nd inning. Docs in front against Sherwood, 3-2. 0-2 pitch coming up here for Dominic Titone against the 8-hitter Woods. His first trip to the plate. He'll foul off another one. That one softly hit in the air into the grandstands behind the Docs dugout down the third base side. The Lobos in the visiting dugout on the first base side here today. 0-2 pitch from Titone. Just misses a little high for ball 1. Docs Baseball here today is brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically and thoughtfully crafted smiles. A 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Up with it is Spencer Six. Tosses it down to Jay Stoffel for the out. First strikeout of the game for Dominic Titone. All Doc Stewart's pitching strikeouts are brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, making sure that your next pizza night is not a strikeout. That's Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. So one away. I'm going to bring up Jack Fulweiler, the shortstop, 9-hitter. First pitch low to him for ball 1. Right now, 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors for the Lobos. For the Docs, 3 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Pitch high. Ball 2 to Titone, or from Titone. He'll miss low for a 3-0 count. Dominic throwing 22 pitches in the first inning. .30 pitch is in for a strike, hitting the bottom of the strike zone there. Wearing their green tops with the orange trim, orange numbers on the back for the Lobos. Very reminiscent of the University of Miami as a 3-1 pitch. Just a bit off the mark there for Dominic Titone. Walk issued. That is the second walk for Titone allowed. Runner on at first with 1 out. It'll bring up the top of the order. Tyler Christensen to bat. Ground ball fouled on the third base line for strike 1. Down at third base, Dawson Gillespie sure has had a busy tournament. Number of balls hit his direction that he has been scrambling to get to. He has been on his toes. The 0-1 pitch, line drive to center field, carries and caught by Jet Black, who will send it back in, and he will not be able to double off Fulweiler, who was halfway to second, put the brakes on and comes back as that ball carried just enough. This what current weather is. It's very interesting. It has definitely played with the baseball out there. I think the ball, kind of the wind maybe kind of blowing that ball out to center field, and this dry heat just letting that ball hang in the air as the ball popped foul out of play by Caden Davis for strike 1. 2 away. Davis reached on an error in the first inning. Runner going, the 0-1, look out. Throw to second, did he get it there in time? Yes! Caden Davis will be back at the plate to start the third inning for the Lobos as Jack Fulweiler thrown out at second base. The tag applied by Austin Takahashi after the ball just barely avoids Dominic Titone on the mound and makes his way to second. Top of the second inning, no runs on no hits. There were no Docs errors and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Docs lead 3-2 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Day 3 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament happening here. Game 2 of the day. Already one game in the books. We'll go back to that here in just a little bit. This second game of the day, another one where a team will be knocked out of the postseason. Right now, Docs in front, 3-2. Sherwood scoring first. Docs rallying back in the bottom of the first to take a 3-2 lead. We go back to the top of the order for the Docs. It'll be Austin Takahashi leading off the inning for a second consecutive time. He faces Ryan Boggs, the new man on the mound. First pitch fouled away by Takahashi for strike 1. A righty on the mound after the lefty started the game for the Lobos. Austin Wolf going just 2/3 of an inning, faced 8 hitters. Ryan Boggs came in, first pitch, got Logan Klopfenstein to ground out to short to finish off the first inning. 0-1 pitch here to Takahashi. He'll take low for a 1-1 count. Docs Baseball today is brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball left side, backhand for Fulweiler at short, throw to first just in time to get Takahashi. Big stretch at first base by Davis to get the out there. One away. Nice glove work out there at shortstop by Fulweiler, who plays, well, he's standing in the outfield grass at the moment here at Champion Car Wash Field. He'll shift just a bit with the right-handed batter coming up to the plate, Dawson Gillespie. A double in the first inning for the Docs. Ripped it out to left field over the head of Chase Heiberger. The first pitch to Gillespie, a breaking ball high for ball 1. Docs taking advantage of 4 walks and a hit batter in the first inning to take the 3-2 lead. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. They're going to check down to first. No. Gillespie did not go around. Dawson yesterday finishing out 0 for 3. Reached base twice, though, on an error. The 2-0 pitch to him here. He's 1 for 1 today. Ground ball towards short. Fulweiler able to square this one up. Throw to first base, no problem. Again, another big stretch by Caden Davis. Although that ball beating out Dawson a little bit more comfortably that time around. 2 away, and it'll bring up Spencer Six, the catcher. Walked in the first inning, came around to score. 2 down, nobody on. Ryan Boggs on the mound trying to make quick work of the Docs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Spencer. Breaking ball hits for strike 1. Docs wearing the blue tops today. They will trade out the white uniforms after the loss yesterday. Blue tops, white trousers, the blue socks, blue caps with the orange R on the front. It's the 0-1 pitch, bounces into Spencer, 1-1 count. Roseburg across the chest in orange, numbers on the front and the back in orange, outlined in white. Docs all wearing the pants at the knees. A 1-1 pitch. Spencer rips it towards second base, sliding to get in front of it. Joshua Woods on the short hop fields and will retire Spencer Six. A 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Boggs. He gets 3 straight groundouts for the Docs, and we will head to the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Still a 3-2 ball game. Docs in front of the visiting Sherwood Lobos here in day 3 of the AAA State Tournament on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free, now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car.
First batter for the Lobos to lead off the top of the 3rd inning.
Head to the top of the 3rd. Docs Baseball brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Dominic Titone will lead things off here against Caden Davis. The lefty gets a foul tip for strike 1 as he gets into his 3rd inning of work. Gave up 2 hits and 2 runs in the 1st inning. Holding the Lobos off the board in the 2nd. The 0-1 pitch. Titone fires in. That ball laced into the metal bleachers down the first base side for strike 2. Bit of a smaller crowd than last night, although obviously Sherwood, a longer drive for many of their fans. Last night it was Eugene and Roseburg on a real electric atmosphere as the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed in the dirt. Tag applied by Spencer. And going down with the strikeout will be Caden Davis, the first baseman. Second strikeout of the game for Dominic Tatone. There is one out here in the third inning. Brings up Bowen Stinson. Stinson had a single to right field his first time up, drove in a run. First pitch comes in and hits him. Not sure if that got him on the foot or on the ankle. He sprints down to first base to test it out, now limping. Got him on the left foot. He's stretching it out a little bit there. I think that got him right in the shin. Not a fun place to get hit by a baseball, I'm sure. And he will continue to walk that one off. Bowen Stinson down at first base. First hit batter of the game for Dominic Tatone. Just not a lot of meat on the bone there on your shin, as Stinson will still walk it off. Catcher, he's used to having a little bit of protection there. Uniform description for the Lobos here. Mentioned they've got very much a Miami Hurricanes feel to them. Green tops, orange trim, numbers on the front and the back. On the front in white, on the back in orange. Gray trousers. As the first pitch, swing in, a ground ball to Takahashi, flip to Johnson, throw to first, double play. And the Docs will get out of it. Chase Heiberger into the inning double play. 6-4-3. And the Doc Stewarts will make quick work of the Lobos here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the third inning. Doc's looking to try and stretch it out as they come to hit with the 4, 5, 6 hitters on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Come back for the bottom of the third inning. So far in this ballgame, it's a 3-2 lead for Roseburg. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Sherwood. 3 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error for Roseburg. Doc Stewart's Baseball brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. We do want to say thank you so much to all of our sponsors that has made this season of Doc Stewart's Baseball possible. I know we do get many listeners and audience from outside of the Umpqua Basin. But if you are in the area and able to do so, we always ask that you help support our sponsors as they help support community and local sports here in Roseburg and the Umpqua Basin. It is so important. Their support makes all of this possible. First pitch swinging for Jet Black as he leads off the bottom of the third. Pops one in the air in front of the dugout, reaching in. First baseman Caden Davis up against the railing. Could not reach deep enough into his own dugout to make that play. His teammates scrambling in there as that ball goes into the in-ground dugouts for both teams on the first and third base side. Recently renovated as well. The 0-1 pitch to Jet. He fouls back, and that one will get out of play. Behind the plate, Bowen Stinson didn't get out of his crouch. That one tried to locate it, finally did, and realized it was heading out of play back behind him. 2 strikes against Jet Black. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. He reaches and just gets enough of one to stay alive at the plate, an 0-2 count. Champion Car Wash Field, for those that are listening maybe from outside the area, have not made a trip here. A long-standing facility. The 0-2 count here against Jet Black. Takes high and inside for ball 1. Previously known as Legion Field, it was built back in 1954, has a listed capacity of 3,125. They started a playing surface renovation back in 2019 to put in all new artificial turf. It's a 1-2 pitch out to left field, well hit. Heiberger going back to the wall. That one just foul for Jet Black. It carried to the warning track, was short of going over the fence. Might have eventually gotten over on the bounce, but it just ended up in foul territory. Jet got around on that one, but just a bit early. Docs have not hit a home run here at home in the postseason, and I wasn't here for every game. I did have a couple of vacation days in there that we took. I'm trying to think. There may be one. I think there's at least one home run here at home this season for the Docs. It's a tough place to get the ball out of the yard. The 1-2 pitch is outside for a 2-2 count. As we talk about Champion Car Wash Field here in 2019, as soon as the Legion baseball season got done in the summer, they started tearing up ground, and they were going to have it ready for the spring of the fall of 2020. Is the 2-2 pitch. Jet hit a sharp ground ball, gets by a diving Fulweiler at short, and Jet will have his first hit of the game. Gives up he didn't give it up, but he goes from almost having a ball that would have been extra bases for sure and ends up with a single, but either way, he finds his way on base. Jay Stoffel will come up to bat. He had a bases-loaded walk in the first. The Docs have just their second hit of the game. A runner on with nobody out here leading off the bottom of the third. 2020, they got some fall ball in for Umpqua Community College, who uses this field as well. Stoffel stands in, runner going. They had the hit and run on. That ball fouled out to the parking lot for strike 1. Parking lot on the right field side here at Champion Car Wash Field. Umpqua Community College making their return. They were hoping for their inaugural season in 2020 here on this brand new field. But of course the pandemic put an end to all of that as a pickoff throw to first for Ryan Boggs, not in time. High school baseball didn't get to play in 2020. UCC, Umpqua Community College baseball, they got started and played about 12 games before the season was canceled. It's the 0-1 pitch to Stoffel, low and outside. 1-1 count now for the Docs first baseman. Then in the summer of 2020, American Legion baseball wasn't happening, but the Docs still put together a team, tried to play a season. They got about 14 games in, and then their season got canceled the rest of the way. It's a 1-1 pitch. Misses inside, but not by a lot there for Ryan Boggs with his breaking ball. So the field that didn't get a full workout in its first full year of existence, but here in 2021, you've had Umpqua Community College, Roseburg High School, Umpqua Valley Christian School, all getting some use. As a pitch low for ball 3, throw down to second base, not in time as Jet Black will get in with the stolen base. It's a 3-1 count for Jay Stoffel. The strike zone shrinking on Ryan Boggs. And now man in scoring position for the Docs with a 3-1 pitch. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Docs leading 3-2. 3-1 in for a called strike against Jace. He's got a full count. Ryan Boggs on in relief in the first inning. Retired the side in order in the second. Had retired 4 straight batters, all on groundouts up the middle, prior to giving up a single to Jet Black. The 3-2 pitch here for Jay Stoffel. Outside. Oh! Well, that was strike 3. Try to keep it somewhat impartial here in the booth. Strike 3 looking for Jace. That is the first strikeout for Ryan Boggs in his relief appearance. 1 out with a man at second base. Austin Anderson will bat. He flew out to right in the first inning on a ball that he was hoping would be a sac fly, but it didn't carry enough. Out at second base, Jet Black back to the bag after Boggs looks that direction. First pitch here for Anderson, low and inside. So they remodeled all the playing field. It's all artificial turf, everything. There's no dirt, there's no grass anywhere on the field. 320 down the lines, both left and right, 385 to dead center field. Playing more true to those numbers than it did when it was natural turf, and the home plate was back a little bit further. There's a 1-0 pitch, bounces outside, 2 balls, no strikes. The dugout's got to remodel, a nice brick facade down there. They really did clean things up. They put them in ground, in fact. I'm trying to remember now if the previous ones... No, they were always in ground dugouts, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a 2-0 pitch, popped up again for Anderson, foul territory. Calling for it, the first baseman, Davis, settles underneath it in foul territory for the second out. Well, the Docs got the leadoff man on with a single, got him to second base on a steal, but they have not been able to move him around any closer. Strikeout to Stoffel, a pop out for Anderson, and now Sebastian Watson will try to do some damage here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Docs leading 3-2. First pitch, swinging, line drive shot, bounces into center field. They're sending Jett around third. He's heading to the plate. The throw cut off. The run will score. Nobody covering first. Watson diving back in. The tag is in time. Covering the bag, Caden Davis, the first baseman, gets there back in time to apply the tag on Watson as he slides back in, but he had an RBI single. Jet Black will score before the out made at first. And the run will score. Docs extend their lead now 4-2 as the third inning comes to an end. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning here from Roseburg at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free, now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Back here, one pitch in and already an out. Apologize for getting back. Dominic Titone working quickly in between innings. Brennan Weig was 1 for 1 coming in, but he grounds out on the first pitch to first baseman Jay Stoffel. 1 down with nobody on here in the top of the fourth. Roseburg Dr. Stewart's leading 4-2 against the Sherwood Lobos here in this elimination game in the AAA American Legion State Tournament. A 1-0 count for the hitter. Swing and a miss for Eli Holbert. The DH, big cut on that 1-0 pitch. A 1-1 pitch coming up for Titone. Swing and a miss for strike 2 by Holbert. So we're trying to figure out what the final ruling would be on that out for Sebastian Watson on how the order would go. Trying to figure out who all touched the ball. A 1-2 pitch. Holbert grounds it towards short. Bounding baseball. Takahashi, no problem, over to first base for the out, 6-3. 2 down, Spencer Barnard will bat. So Watson hit it to center field, drove in Jet Black for the run with that single, but he got caught between first and second, raced back to the bag, thought he might be able to beat everybody back to first base, but we have it down as an 8-3, I'm going to guess 8-3-6-3 for the put out on Sebastian Watson, as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 25 is a strike across, 1-1 count. 25 is the first baseman, so he was the one that makes the diving tag to get Sebastian Watson as he was racing back to the bag, trying to get in safely. He almost got there, just got beat in the foot race. The 1-1 pitch in the air with 2 outs, out towards right field. Right center is that where that ball will end up landing, and Jet Black there for the out. Dominic Tatone comes out, a nice clean top of the 4th inning, gets 3 outs quickly. And that will retire the side in the top of the 4th for the Lobos. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Sherwood. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Docs in front of the Lobos, 4-2 here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Docs lead 4-2. Stewie's coming up to bat here to be Cade Johnson, Logan Klopfenstein, and Austin Takahashi. Well, been another nice day for baseball here. Earlier today, we had one game go final already. Another elimination game. Advancing, the Post 6 Barbers defeating Salem earlier today. Barbers move on. They will face the loser of the night game tonight at 7 o'clock in a noon game coming up tomorrow. First pitch, squaring to bunt. Cade Johnson racing down the line, but they will say that is a foul ball. And back to the plate will go Cade Johnson, who leads things off for the Docs here in the bottom of the 4th. Today's game brought to you by Dr. Lanson Randall. They're accepting new patients. You can give them a call, 541-378-6694. That's dentist Dr. Lanson Randall. 0-1 pitch for Johnson, who walked his first time up and drove in a run. He'll foul off a pitch for strike 2, facing Ryan Boggs, who's come on in relief for Sherwood. So we had the one game earlier, 3 games on the schedule today. Medford and Eugene will square off in the night game at 7 o'clock. Should be a good one. We'll have coverage of that one for you. As the 0-2 pitch, line to left field. Leadoff single for Cade Johnson. He's on base for a second time in the ballgame. Docs now with their 4th hit of the contest. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Docs so far here in the ballgame.
The next batter, number 4.
Leadoff single again. Docs led off with a single in the 3rd inning and eventually did get Jet Black around to score. Logan Klopfenstein up to bat. 0 for 1 today for him. Squaring to bunt, he will foul it away for strike 1. We are down to 5 teams left in the tournament, including the 2 that are playing right now. Double elimination bracket style tournament. It's a pickoff throw to first base. Barbers advancing, knocking Salem out. Salem goes 1-2 in the tournament. Docs taking on Sherwood, the winner, moving on. The 0-1 pitch. Squaring to bunt again, puts it down. It goes back to the mound. A look to second, but a throw to first for Boggs. And now a throw down to second base by Davis, making sure that Cade Johnson doesn't try to turn too hard out at second base. He stays on the bag. Sack bunt for Logan Klopfenstein. 1 away, top of the order.
Number 14,
Austin Takahashi will stand in. Bats with 1 out. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to short his last time up against Ryan Boggs for the first time. First pitch, Takahashi takes the slow breaking ball for strike 1. So one team will make it out of this matchup. You'll have the Barbers and Roseburg or Sherwood all still trying to fight off elimination. Whoever loses the night game will be also on the brink of elimination as they look back to second, no throw. Medford with wins so far against Beaverton, 4-1. And against the Post 6 Barbers, 10-0. Eugene with a 3-0 win against Salem, and then a 3-2 win against Roseburg last night. So pitch misses, 1-1 count for Takahashi. Should be a good matchup coming up tonight. Looking forward to that one. Last night's game against Eugene was a fun one. Strike on the outside corner on the breaking ball to Takahashi. He's got a 1-2 count. Out at second base, Cade Johnson. The 1-2 pitch. High and away. The count will go to 2-2. We're getting close to the 5 o'clock hour. Looks like more and more fans trickling into the stadium here as they get out of work on this Monday. A ball fouled away. Stays a 2-2 count for Takahashi. Looks as if we've got a viewing audience with many of the Medford Mustangs joining us here today. A breaking ball popped up, foul territory, could be playable for Spencer Barnard, and he will make the catch just in front of the warning track to retire Austin Takahashi in foul territory, the second out. Welcome in, fellas. They've been avid viewers, making sure that they get their support for the Medford Mustangs into the comment section. They've got every reason to be feeling good about themselves at 2-0 in the tournament, looking to win their 7th consecutive state title in a Legion baseball. Doc's leading this one 4-2 right now. Dawson Gillespie at the plate, 1 for 2 for him. Led off his first at-bat with a double to left field. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball for strike 1. He hits here with a man at second base. That is Cade Johnson after a leadoff single. Doc's getting to 2 outs here after getting the leadoff man on, going to 2 outs, trying to drive him in. The 0-1 pitch. Gillespie ropes one. Third baseman nabs it. Barnard throw to first. Scoop at first. It is secured by Caden Davis. 5-3 the put out. Good glove work at first base by Davis, and he will finish off the 4th inning as the Docs will go down. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors for the Lobos, and 1 man left on base for the Docs. We will come back with the top of the 5th inning. It's a 4-2 lead. Docs in front of the Lobos here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
It's an 0-1 count for Joshua Woods as he leads things off here in the 4th inning, make it the 5th inning. He'll belt one out towards the alley in right center, but it hangs up long enough for Jet Black to run underneath. As Joshua Woods will lead off the top of the 5th inning for Sherwood with a fly ball out to center field. 1 down. He is now 0 for 2 in the ball game. Dominic Titone still throwing for the Docs. He'll face the 9-hitter Jack Fulweiler with 1 out and nobody on. Docs lead 4-2 as we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Ball in the dirt, 1-0 count. Docs baseball today brought to you by Curran Orthodontics. As a line drive shot will get into right field. Logan Kloffenstein thought about trying to charge in to get that ball, but with no backup, he decided to let it fall in for a base hit. Play it safely, not allow any extra bases. So Jack Fulweiler gets on base for a second time, walked in the 2nd inning. He gets on with a single here. 3rd hit of the game for the Lobos. Top of the order, Tyler Christensen will bat. He takes high and away for ball 1. First hit for the Lobos since the first inning. They currently trail by 2, 4-2 your score. Pitch high for Titone, 2 balls, no strikes. And a visit out to the mound for Spencer Six to talk with Dominic Titone. It's good to see everybody chiming in there on the YouTube channel. You can watch the games streaming live on YouTube, our 1490 The Score channel there. It's thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe. We appreciate them being our presenting sponsor for video streaming of the entire American Legion State Tournament. 2-0 pitch, hits the outside corner for a strike. And it does appear that we've drawn in fans from every team that's been here that may be still in the tournament. Mustangs, Challengers, good to see everybody. 2-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Takahashi will not be able to field it cleanly. It trickles behind both middle infielders. I believe that Takahashi got to that ball first. That bounding ball up the middle, I got a couple of poles that kind of blocked me out on that one. That'll be a base hit there for the Lobos. Tyler Christensen getting on, his first hit of the game. Runners at first and second now. The game-tying run on base with 1 out for Sherwood. The first pitch is at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Yeah, I think that hit off the glove of Austin Takahashi as he was cutting in front of Cade Johnson, who was diving behind him. Pitch low and inside. Spencer Six doing a good job sliding to his left and gloving that baseball. A 1-1 count now for Caden Davis, the first baseman, struck out in the third against Titone. High and away at 2 balls and 1 strike. Docs have Austin Anderson up and throwing in the bullpen. Coach Robbins telling me in the pregame they will have him ready to go at a moment's notice in relief of Titone when needed, if needed. 2-1 pitch for Dom. Ground ball, foul, third base side for strike 2. Anderson threw yesterday, but did not throw many pitches. In fact, his 1 inning of work yesterday, 1, 2, 3 strikeouts in the 7th inning against Eugene, keeping the Docs within reach of the Challengers in last night's game, but the Docs couldn't come through at the plate. 2-2 pitch here for Dom against Caden Davis, and he'll look back to second before the throw. Out at second base, Jack Fulweiler. At first base, Tyler Christensen. A 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him again. Another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for Dominic Titone, his third of the ball game, and a big one there. It's the second out. And Bowen Stinson will step up with 2 on and 2 away. Dominic Titone trying to get it through the 5th inning for the Docs. And I put that down as a hit for Tyler Christensen. It looks like everybody else has put it down as an error, so I will make a correction on that one. First pitch here for Bowen Stinson. He takes a strike, breaking ball, cutting in on the right-handed hitter. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. The breaking ball disappears on the catcher. Stinson 1 for 1 in the game with a single and a hit by pitch. Got hit on the shin, stays in the game though. He did seem to be feeling that one a bit as he was taking his time down at first base, walking it off. The 0-2 pitch, and he'll call time, step out of the box. Docs hanging on to a 4-2 lead right now. Runners at first and second with 2 down, top of the 5th inning in an elimination game. The 0-2 pitch. Dom looks to second, now fires in. Swung on and missed, and there is strike 3. Dominic Titone will sit down the Lobos with back-to-back strikeouts here in the 5th. There were no runs on 1 hit, 1 Docs error, 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. This is Docs Baseball, presented by B&D Meats. It's grilling season, so stop by B&D Meats down in Winston. Back with more here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Docs Baseball here on the Score is brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Give them a call at 672-6707. Definitely could use air conditioning on a day like today. The breeze has been nice. It has cooled things off a little bit here in the press box where it was getting real stuffy earlier, but 93 degrees in Roseburg here today. First pitch to Spencer 6. Strike one on the outside corner. Spencer leading things off here in the bottom of the fifth with the Docs leading 4-2. Spencer 0 for 1 in the game with a walk. The 0-1 pitch from Ryan Boggs, low for a 1-1 count. Boggs came on in the first inning in relief of Austin Wolf, and he's been pitching a pretty decent game ever since. He's allowed 1 run on 3 hits. Misses low and inside to the left-handed hitting Spencer 6 for a 2-1 count. Pitch low again, 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch here for Boggs. He does work a strike in as Spencer takes for a full count. The 3-2 pitch coming up. With nobody out, leading off the fifth inning, Spencer chops one. Picked up by Davis, races back to the bag, and he will retire Spencer 6. We'll head back to the dugout. Good to see Spencer running down the line there.
Number 18, Jet Black.
Seemed a little, he seems fine running to the dugout now, but he has had issues with his hamstring, I know, throughout the season. And racing down the line to try and beat out a throw there. Well, I'm happy to see that he gets back to the dugout with absolutely no problems doing so. 1 away, nobody on. Up to bat will be Jet Black, who had a single in the third. Takes outside for ball 1. Jet also had a ball that he fouled down that left field line that was well hit but just foul. Pitch hits the outside corner for a 1-1 count. A 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Jet down 1-2. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning. A 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball. Jet will head down the line, but he swings and misses. Got fooled on a couple of curveballs there that finished up well outside the zone in the left-handed batter's box. On the mound, Ryan Boggs getting the Docs' first 2 batters. It'll be Jay Stoffel to try and turn things around. That's the second strikeout of the game for Ryan Boggs. 2 away. Jay Stoffel will step up to bat. 0 for 1 in the game with a walk with the bases loaded. Check swing on the first pitch, and behind the plate, Bowen Stinson is doubled over a bit here. He seems to be okay, but he needed a moment there. He'll be good to go. 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch misses for Boggs. 2 balls, no strikes against Jay Stoffel. Swinging on the 2-0 pitch. Jace belts one out to right field. Going back, Brennan Weig will make the catch for the final out here in the bottom of the 5th. He was on the run. Didn't get a chance to set up underneath that one, but he does squeeze it for the final out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Boggs as he keeps the Docs off the board. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Doc Stewart's leading 4-2 here on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Let's get out those.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Come back for the top of the 6th inning. Doc Stewart's in front by a pair of runs. It'll be Chase Heiberger, Brennan Weig, and Eli Holbert that'll try to change that as the first pitch fouled off. Catches the umpire a bit there for strike 1. While we get a break in the action, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on the Score. It's a 4-2 score in favor of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts on top of the Sherwood Lobos in this elimination game. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Doc's in front by the pair of runs. Chase Heiberger at the plate takes strike 2 as we get back to action after that foul ball on the first pitch. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed in the dirt. Spencer scoops it, fires down to Stoffel. And there is out number 1. 5th strikeout of the game for Dominic Titone, his 3rd straight. And that retires the first out here in the top of the 6th. It'll bring up Brennan Weig. Will bat with nobody on and 1 away. The Stewies trying to keep their season alive. First pitch misses low and outside. Ball 1 for Weig. Brennan making the nice defensive play in right field. Now trying to make a play at the plate. He'll ground one right side. Picked up by Cade Johnson. Who fires over to Stoffel at first. And there's another out. 2 down for the Lobos. 2 away. Eli Holbert will bat. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. He bats here with nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Dominic Titone trying to keep Sherwood off the board. The first pitch to Holbert is low for ball 1. Doc's Baseball today brought to you by Flyaway Travel. If you're planning to go on that long-awaited vacation, you can book your travel plans with their travel experts. Give them a call at 672-5701. High chopper towards short. Knocked down by Takahashi. His throw to first will be not on line. And Holbert will get on. Tough play there. That ball hitting into the turf and bouncing 30 feet in the air. Had to charge, couldn't wait for it to come down and take it off the second hop there. Takahashi had to charge it, had to play it on the short hop. knocked it down, was able to get it quickly, and made a quick throw to first, but it was just offline. They'll put it down as an error up on the scoreboard. The ball fouled away on the first pitch here to Spencer Barnard. Strike one with 2 outs and a man on at first. Docs on their game changer will put it up as an error as well. That'll be the third of the game, second on Takahashi. 1-1 count for Spencer Barnard. 0-2 on the day for Barnard. Lines one out to right field. In the sun field out there, Logan Klopfenstein, no problem dealing with that low line drive. He'll make the catch, retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 Docs error, 1 man left on base for the Lobos. Bottom of the 6th, Docs looking for some insurance as they lead 4-2 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Swimming season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, moving right along through this ball game. Doc Stewart's leading 4-2. Sherwood took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first, but the Docs came back with 3 runs in the bottom of the first. They added another run in the third, and that is where we have stood since then. 4-2 our score. Docs Baseball today brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And streaming of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament is sponsored by BTB Moving. They provide labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. They're veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. They've got senior and veteran discounts available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Austin Anderson leading things off for the Docs, 0-for-2 with a couple of fly ball outs. Trying to square one up here against Ryan Boggs. The righty 1-0 pitch outside, bounces for ball 2. Boggs, 4 1/3 innings worked so far in relief of Austin Wolf, who started and went 2/3 of an inning. The 2-0 pitch hits the top of the strike zone, a 2-1 count against Austin Anderson. The only batter that did not face the starter, Austin Wolf, was Roseburg's Logan Klopfenstein. 2-1 to Anderson. Bounces in again for Boggs. 3 balls and 1 strike. Coming up in our next game will be Medford and Eugene. That'll be a 7 o'clock start time for that one. Kenny Sherman will be in to broadcast that game for you right here on our YouTube channel and on 541radio.com. The 3-1 pitch fouled away. That one hitting Anderson in the foot. Full count for him now, leading things off for the Docs. Docs have had the leadoff man on base in the 4th, the 3rd. Those are the only 2 innings. They got 1 run out of those 2. They did score 3 in the first, thanks to 4 walks and a hit batter. 4 hits for the Docs, 3 hits for the Lobos. 3-2 pitch here for Ryan Boggs, the leadoff man, Austin Anderson. High for ball 4. He'll take the trip down to first base. The winner of this one, now the bracket could get shifted a little bit based on what happens in the night game. The way it stands, the winner of this game will play the winner of the next game in a contest at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll explain more why that could get moved around as the first pitch in to Sebastian Watson. Strike 1, throw down to first base. Back in safely goes Anderson. Watson did square to bunt, pulled it back, but took for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch coming up here for Watson, who is 1 for 1 in the game, a single and a walk. He's driven in 2 runs. Stepping off the rubber, Boggs looks back, Austin Anderson. The 0-1 pitch, Watson will bunt it foul for strike 2. So based on who wins in these matchups in this game and the next game, they will set up Tuesday's games. There will be 2 games on Tuesday, 12 and 3, but they will try to avoid previous matchups in the tournament. As a breaking ball, strike 3, Watson goes down looking. That is strikeout number 3 for Ryan Boggs. 1 away. Cade Johnson will bat.
Batter number 1.
So say if Roseburg were to win this game and Eugene wins the night game, they will try to mix things up so that Roseburg doesn't play Eugene again after playing them yesterday. First pitch, high for Cade Johnson, ball 1. Now that is if possible and if necessary. They could shift things around there. That is one of the notes on the bracket here. So we'll kind of have to wait and see how things play out. That's the 1-0 pitch. Misses high, a 2-0 count against Cade Johnson. Those pitches not off by a lot for Ryan Boggs. Two balls, no strikes. Johnson's 2-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a called strike. Docs Baseball of the Day brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. We're at the bottom of the 6th. It's a 4-2 lead for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. 2-1 pitch, runner going, ball fouled off at the plate by Johnson. Austin Anderson will have to turn and head back to first. Earlier game today, Post 6 Barbers defeating the Salem Withnail Dodgers 6-2 to keep their season alive. Breaking ball carries well outside for Boggs. He's got a full count now against Cade Johnson, starting second baseman. Eugene here in their blue workout T-shirts, hanging out down to our right. I'm sure Medford's here somewhere. As a pitch high and inside. That'll be ball 4, issued to Cade Johnson. Johnson will take the trip down to first. He's been on base 3 times with a pair of walks and a single. It'll bring up Logan Klopfenstein 0 for 1. Had a sac bunt in his at-bat in the 4th inning. He hits here with 1 out and runners at first and second. Visit out to the mound for the catcher and out of the dugout, the coach coming out to talk with the umpire here. Medford might be in there batting in the hitting cages right now. Don't see them in the grandstands anywhere. Again, we'll have that game for you streaming here on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score, as well as on 541radio.com. It's presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. Up to bat, the 9-hitter Klopfenstein takes the first pitch for strike 1. 0-1 count. Now you've got a ball that got away from the bullpen out there that they've got to go track down. 0-1 count for Klopfenstein. At second base, Austin Anderson after a leadoff walk. At first base, Cade Johnson after a 1-out walk. The 0-1, Klopfenstein swinging at the breaking ball for strike 2. That breaking ball has been confusing to the Docs hitters. We saw Jet Black in the 5th inning swinging at a number of those that end up well outside, and Logan Klopfenstein does the same thing there. The 0-2 pitch to Klopp. Breaking ball. He got a piece of it. Slow roller towards third. They'll tag the runner going from second to third. Throw to first. Double play. And the umpire saying that, yes, Austin Anderson is out with the tag applied between second and third. And they sort of appeal a bit there, but I don't think they're going to get a call. So a double play by Spencer Barnard. He tags Austin Anderson and then throws out Logan Klopfenstein. Docs unable to add to their lead here in the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Docs 3 outs away from advancing and staying alive in the tournament. We'll be back after this on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We get a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Miguelena Construction. Jet Black will take over on the mound for Dominic Tatone. He'll face the lefty Joshua Woods to lead things off. Docs need 3 outs to move on to tomorrow's day 4 in the tournament. First pitch, strike 1 here to Woods, and time called before the next pitch as a baseball out of the bullpen again down the right field line. Stops the action there. Joshua Woods 0 for 2 in the game. It's the 8-9-1 hitters due up here in the 7th for the Lobos, who need 2 runs to at least force the bottom of the 7th inning. A foul ball out of the stadium for strike 2 against Woods. Dominic Tatone, pretty nice outing after a shaky start. 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. The 0-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Woods goes down looking. It's another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for the Doc Stewarts. Jay Stoffel strikes out, this is Jet Black on the mound. He strikes out the first batter, Joshua Woods, 1 away. Jet Black out there. He has been the closer for the Docs this season. First pitch swinging to the 9-hitter Jack Fulweiler. He fouls it away for strike 1. Jet Black, 21 in the 3rd innings, worked. He's had 16 appearances. He's got a 3-1 record, 2 saves. This is 0-1 pitch, misses outside. Jet, 28 strikeouts, 4 walks, a 1.64 ERA as he comes into here looking for a save. The 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. They shift things around in the outfield. Tyler Thornton will play in center field as a defensive replacement. Strike on the outside corner. 2-2 count now for the 9-hitter Fulweiler. Righty versus righty matchup. On deck, Tyler Christensen, the top of the order. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Jet. He goes upstairs with the high heat. And Fulweiler goes chasing. He goes down with the punch out. And for the Lobos, it'll come down to their final out. They need 2 runs to tie this one up. Tyler Christensen will try and get it started. The first pitch out of the windup, Jet hits it at the knees for strike 1. The center fielder, Christensen, is 0 for 2 in the game, reached on an error in the 5th. Breaking ball, strike 2. And Jet Black has come out not messing around, trying to finish this one off. The 0-2 pitch out of his windup, deals. Swung on, and Christensen just hangs on. He was out in front of the breaking ball there and got just a piece of it. An 0-2, we'll try it again. Jet winds, fires, breaking ball again, just enough to stay alive at the plate for Christensen. One more out needed for the Docs to advance to tomorrow's action. The 0-2 from Jet. Breaking ball. Ground ball. Left side. Deep in the hole. Takahashi. He'll throw to first. He will not be there in time. And the game-tying run will come to the plate on a 2-out single. Deep in the hole for Christensen. He gets the infield single. Takahashi did everything he could to make that play, but couldn't get it to first in time. Made a great throw, in fact. It just was not going to be there in time. So 1 on. 2 down. Caden Davis will bat. He is 0 for 3 in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts his last 2 at-bats. First pitch swinging. He lines foul. got out in front of that one, squared it up, just too far ahead. And he lines it foul for strike one. The 0-1 pitch for Jet. In the air, out towards left field, going back, now circling, Sebastian Watson. There for the out, and the Ducks will win and play again tomorrow. Your final score, 4-2. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will reach 30 wins on the season, and they keep their season going at least one more day. They defeat the Sherwood Lobos by a score of 4-2, and they will face what we believe to be either Medford or maybe the Post 6 Barbers coming up tomorrow. We'll talk more about that as we head to your Roseburg Disposal post-game show. Final score again, 4-2. Docs win. We'll come back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show after this 3-minute break here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free, now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where today the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will keep their season alive as they defeat the Sherwood Lobos by a score of 4-2 to advance on to tomorrow's Day 4 in the AAA American Legion State Tournament here at Champion Car Wash Field. What a win here today for the Docs. After a bit of a shaky start, giving up a 2-run lead in the first inning, the Docs battled their way back, scored 3 in the bottom of the first to take a 3-2 lead, and then they would add a run in the third, and it was all zeros after that. Dominic Titone, after that slightly shaky start, settles in, finishes on a strong performance to help lead the Docs to the victory, as he will get the win here today. And Jet Black comes on and picks up the save as he pitches to 4 batters in the 7th, striking out 2 and getting the save here today. Taking the loss, Austin Wolf, who gave up 4 walks and a hit batter in the bottom of the first inning and gave up 3 runs on just 1 hit. Tough outing for him, but he will take the loss here in the season finale for the Sherwood Lobos. Final numbers: 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Sherwood. 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Let's go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we will take a look at more of how this one played out here tonight from Champion Car Wash Field. Docs baseball, a winner, 4-2 on top of Sherwood here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
And we welcome you back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where the Docs survive here tonight with a 4-2 win on top of the Sherwood Lobos. Big win there for the Docs as they'll keep their season going at least a little bit longer. One more game, one more day. And we'll see what tomorrow has in store. I was just talking with a former Legion baseball coach during the summer, Johnny Waite. He's helped out with some of the younger groups, and he's done a lot of baseball coaching since his playing days. Trying to figure out what the bracket has, and we'll break that down a little bit for us here, and maybe I can get some information from one of the commissioners up here in the booth on what exactly tomorrow might look like for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. But for the time being, let's go ahead and break down this one. 4-2 the final score. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. 6 men left on base for the Lobos. 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, and 5 men left on base for the Docs. Dominic Titone will get the win. Pitches 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. They were a bolt in the first inning. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. He'll get the win for Dominic Titone on the season. That victory will put him at 500 on the year. Now has a 4-4 record on the season for Dominic Titone. Yeah, 4-4 on the season with a nice performance here today. Jet Black will pick up his 3rd save of the season. 1 inning work, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts as he finishes things off in the 7th. On the other side, taking the loss, Austin Wolf, 2/3 of an inning, didn't get out of the first, gave up just 1 hit, but 3 runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter. Ryan Boggs came in relief in that first inning, got the final out on the 9th hitter to the plate. Then he did pretty well, shutting the Docs down the rest of the way, gave up 3 hits and 1 run as he settled things in, but he walked 2 and struck out 3 as well on his final line there. Does not factor into the decision here today. Docs fell behind 2-0 in the top of the first. They would score 3 in the bottom of the first to take the lead and added an insurance run in the third for the 4-2 victory. Taking a look at some of the offensive numbers here today. Tyler Christensen goes 1 for 3 with a single in the 7th, a walk in the first. Bowen Stinson was 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the first, also hit by a pitch. Brennan Weig was 1 for 3 with a single in the first inning. And Jack Fulweiler, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. For the Dr. Stewarts, just 4 hits in the ball game, but they made them count. A double by Dawson Gillespie in the first. He eventually came around to score the first run of the game for the Docs. He was 1 for 3. Jet Black was 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a single. He scored twice in the ball game. Jay Stoffel had a bases-loaded walk for an RBI. Sebastian Watson, 1 for 2 with a RBI single to center field. He also had a bases-loaded walk for 2 RBI here in the game. And Cade Johnson was 1 for 1 with 2 walks and 1 RBI, that coming with a bases-loaded walk in the first. So those are your offensive numbers in today's ballgame. Docs improved to 30-16 on the year. Sherwood will finish out their season 16-9. So that is a look at how things play out here in today's ball game. The Docs will move on. They will, the way the bracket stands, they will play the winner of Medford and Eugene coming up in the 7 o'clock game tonight, but we'll talk more about how that may be not quite the case. We'll talk about it when we come back. Doc Stewarts get the win, 4-2 on top of Sherwood. We'll take a 60-second break, wrap up things. This has been your Roseburg Disposal postgame show. You can let them make the run of the dump for you. That is Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Back after this 60-second break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Back here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field to wrap things up here on this afternoon, this evening. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and joining us for the broadcast here today. So, here's what we've decided. It pretty much looks like Roseburg will play Medford tomorrow. That seems like the most likely scenario. They will try to avoid previous matchups, which means they probably won't put Roseburg and Eugene up against each other tomorrow. Those two teams played just yesterday. Now, they haven't played the Post 6 Barbers in the postseason, but they can't play the Barbers because that would put Medford and Eugene facing each other again tomorrow as well. So the most likely scenario is that Roseburg plays Medford. We just don't know exactly what time. The easy solution would be is if Medford won tonight, that Roseburg and Medford would play in the 3 o'clock game tomorrow. But if Medford loses to Eugene, the way the bracket stands, Roseburg, as the winner against Sherwood, plays the winner of the 7 o'clock game tonight between Medford and Eugene. If it's Medford, that makes the bracket easy to understand. But if it's Eugene, then you've got the previous matchups. They'll try to shift things around, and we don't know if they will shift the matchup between Eugene and the Post 6 Barbers to the noon game and keep the Docs in the afternoon game at 3, or if they'll move the Docs to the noon game and the Barbers down to the 3 o'clock game in the afternoon against Eugene. So stay tuned. We should probably know more coming up in the 7 o'clock game. So if you want to tune in and catch Medford and Eugene, we expect it to be a fantastic ball game. Stay tuned. You can watch it streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score, presented by Cow Creek Tribe and sponsored by BTB Moving and Current Orthodontics. We'll have that broadcast coming up for you just before 7 o'clock. Kenny Sherman will bring you the action between the Mustangs and the Challengers. And hopefully during that game, at least at the end of it, we should know what tomorrow's schedule is going to look like. So stay tuned for that. But you can also head to 541radio.com to check out the latest bracket and schedule and results. We'll get it all posted there for you here coming up and have more details on when exactly the Docs will be playing tomorrow and when they play. We'll have it for you streaming online as well as here on the radio. So that's as best as I can tell you right now. We'll find out more as we continue on the evening here together. Want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in for tonight's broadcast. First, want to say thanks to the Sherwood Bowmen for making, or excuse me, not the Sherwood Bowmen, that is the high school season. It's the Sherwood Lobos here in Legion Baseball. Thanks so much to them for making the trek down here and being a part of the AAA American Legion State Tournament. Congratulations on a successful season, on making it into the postseason, winning a game here. Not everybody gets a chance to say that. The Lobos finish out their season 16-9. Congratulations to them on a great year. Want to say thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Docs baseball here on The Score and giving us all the access that they do. Say thanks to the entire Roseburg American Legion Post 16 for all that they do to help make this season a success. Want to say thanks to Brenton Cranford back in the studio for the radio production here tonight. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Time to be determined. But we will have a game tomorrow for the Docs, and I'll be there to bring that game to you. So stay tuned to 541radio.com for the latest update on the game time for the Docs tomorrow. They'll be facing Elimination again tomorrow, trying to keep their season going. So we'll have that game for you coming up tomorrow, and we will announce the game time at 541radio.com. And here on The Score, you should be able to hear it as well. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned. Coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, Kenny Sherman will have the broadcast of Medford and Eugene coming up. You can watch the game streaming live online at 541radio.com on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. It's presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. This is the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.